worth $1,000.
Aren't they crazy though?
Good morning guys, welcome to a rainy Tuesday. We are headed out to our guy to do another lot. So we'll take you guys along with us and show you what we pick up. So 2,000.
Probably worth $1,000.
Aren't they crazy though?
All right, $2,000 on this one. Some interesting stuff in this lot. So we'll take you guys home, show you what we picked up and try and work out what we're going to make out of this lot because there's some interesting stuff.
There's a few things to learn and a few wild cards.
Yeah, definitely. But we'll head home now and show you what we picked up. All right, guys, let's do a breakdown of the stuff just behind us.
And if you're wondering what we paid for this, we paid $2,000.
All right, guys, $2,000 paid for this. Now, it probably doesn't look like much, but there is some absolute bangers in this deal, and I'm pretty happy with what we picked up. Let's get into it. All right, we've got a whole bunch of VHS and DVD combos. This particular one here, I have tested all of these, which is why they've all got their remotes attached to them. So this one here should be about 100. This one down the bottom here didn't actually work, but if it was working, it's about a $350 system. So we're going to put that up for about 80 for parts or repair. Now we start to get into some of the real money. So these 1, 2, 3 LG DVD VHS combos should go between $340 and $440. So there's two that are exactly the same, which is about $350, and then there's one which is about $440. So that's a very good start on this deal straight up. We move over to this Sony VHS. Now this is one of the earlier models, and I actually couldn't find any comps on this. So I've listed this ridiculously high at around 400 with offers on. It is older and it is more desirable, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to get on that, but I'd probably take anywhere around that $200 mark. It's got its manual and also its remote with it all working in good condition. Now this one here is pretty interesting. This is a color analyzer. Now this is for photography. I don't know much about it. It's going to be very hard for us to test, so I've just thrown that up untested, and I think we're probably going to get between $100 and $200. Now again, there's no comps on this, but they are pretty collectible, so I'm pretty confident we'll definitely get over that $100 mark. I was quite surprised with these two little items here. This little sharp old school calculator. I did test it out, it was all working. I think we're gonna get about 59 to 69 on that one, looking at other comps. And this little Sony radio, keep your eye out for these guys. This particular one, there was one in the black that was sold for about $69.95. So I've actually put this up at $79.95 with offers, free postage. These two here are a bit of a surprise to me. So this Panasonic up the top looks about $350 and the one down the bottom looks about $320. So happy with those combos. We also got a whole bunch of extra remotes here. Now these range from about $29 up to about $59 for some of these bigger LG ones here. So that adds to the total.
Couple of little extras. We've got the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. It's the Steelbook. That one will probably go for about $35. And we also have the Glad All Over Countdown Years book, which is hilarious. A lot of people looking for countdown stuff. That one could be about $40. We've got a whole stack of models, puzzles, board games, and we'll talk about this one at the end. We've got the Smokestack Clickety Clack Train. We're selling it as untested, but it's all in the box there, and we're hoping to get about $60. And similar with the Mythology board game and the Monopoly, which is Back to the Future Monopoly, round about that 50 to 60. The Harry Potter 3D castle puzzle is probably going to be about $70. If we're really lucky around Christmas, we might get 80 because that one is new. And right down the bottom, we've got the Hornet model, and all of that is still in its plastic. It's unbuilt, just the box is opened, and that one's quite a good brand to look out for, we've been told. Hasagawa, which I'm probably mispronouncing, that one should go for about $90.
All right, this I had no idea about until we were told about it. So this is called Bettinardi, and it is a putter cover. Now this brand, have a quick look up on eBay what the actual putters go for. It is insane. Some of those putters go for like $6, $7, $8, $9, all the way up to $1,000. So even this cover for a putter, I put up at $199. Now, I'm not really expecting to get that. I'm expecting to get somewhere around that 140 to 150, but I thought I'd throw it up high with offers because there isn't a lot of stuff out there. Next up, we got a bunch of cards here. So a couple nice AFL cards. We've got a Norwich Rising Star, which is Ben Cousins. We've got Gary Ablett for the Coleman medal. We've got another Kelly Slater. So this one was actually missing from that original set, but this one should go for about 120. So keep your eye out for Kelly Slater, 1995 on the Futura. And the big win of this set is this Paul Roos signed Gold Series AFL card. I think it's from 1994, somewhere around that reason. Yep, 1994 select. And because it is a signature, they were limited to about 500, I believe. So this should go for about $320, which is insane. All right, we got some really random bits and pieces here. So a wall mount for a Telstra phone, an old school one. That should go for about $39 to $40. And then this phone here, these are actually quite collectible. I don't really know why, but again, we should get about $50 out of that one being in the box. No idea what these were when we got shown these, but this is a brand called Barlow. And this is like sailing rigging. So you strap your ropes up to them, you get your little handle here, and you ratchet up your mainsail essentially. So this is a really good brand in the sailing. We should be able to get well over $100 for this set, maybe even 150. So that's something very new to us, and I'll let you guys know how we do. A couple little random bits and pieces, some more remotes in here. These Panasonics, a couple of them should go to that set there. I just need to test those ones out. Got a nice little Marvel Superheroes puzzle from Waddington's. That won't go for big money, but just pretty cool. It does have its original poster in there as well, which is nice. Hopefully we won't lose any of those bits and pieces. What we'll probably do with these is probably chuck one with the VHS combos, just add a bit of value. And we've also got some of the manuals for those, so that's quite good.
Okay, we've got about 120 cassettes to go through, and these are probably going to average out at about $15 a piece, with some of them being more valuable. And we'll lot some of them up, but we will comp them all individually just to make sure that we find those bangers if they're in there. And we've got some shoes and some clothes. We haven't comped any of this yet, but the little pair of DC skate shoes we should get about $40 or $50 for. Also some Jordans, and depending on the style, we'll be hoping to get around 70, but up to 100.
Okay, we've got a bunch of clothes that actually came with this deal. Now, this person we bought it off actually messaged me about these from an op shop. He goes op shopping quite regularly. So I believe these are player issue Adelaide Crow stuff, because there was some other stuff in the same store with the tags cut out which had a number on it. So I'm pretty sure that these are player issue. This cost me $8, well, cost him $8. He put it in the set, and $14 for this long sleeve here. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that. I've actually started collecting match worn and player issue gear, or if I'm going to try and pop that up. It's not really exactly what I collect, because I collect more of the on-field gear, but it's pretty cool. Diesel, so this is an interesting one. I hadn't seen that tag before, but it does look legit based on these ones down here. So we're probably going to put that up for maybe $39 to $49. It does have Pearl Snap, so it might go upwards of that $49. That's just a little Adelaide Crows t-shirt. Milwaukee, something we haven't sold before, but as part of the deal, I think we should get about 40. Little Country Road, men's Country Road stuff doesn't do as well as the women's, but we'll chuck it up for about 30. Little Super Dry, that's quite a nice one actually. That'll probably be about 40. Then we got a bunch of jeans and stuff like that. So R.M. Williams, Rod and Gun, Saba, Rod and Gun, and another pair of R.M. Williams. Now I haven't played cricket in a very long time, and probably won't even display my shots because they're not great. But we did pick up this Grey Nichols Razor. Now this is an older style cricket bat, and we've never dealt with cricket bats before, but I was actually quite surprised at what some of these vintage bats can go for. So I've listed this up around the $100 mark. Now I'm not saying it's going to sell for that, but that's where I put it. So once we do sell that, I will let you know, and if it's worth looking out for those older style Grey Nicks, there's certain styles that go for 100, 200, even higher. So some of the vintage bats worth looking at. We also got this Lego box, and it has a couple kilos of Lego in it. So we'll probably put them by the kilo and sell them like that. So this is probably a $50 to $60 box right here with all the Lego in it.
Absolute wild card of this lot is this boxed Monster High Laguna Blue doll. She is one of the first wave Monster High dolls from 2009, and being still in the box, we could get anywhere between kind of $400 to $600 for this piece. So we are very, very excited to see how well this goes, and we're very lucky to have it just before Christmas.
Well, that's it, guys. Let us know in the comments below what you think of this $2,000 deal. There are some absolute bangers in there, and hopefully some of the wild cards come through. I think we're going to do quite well. Make sure you smash that thumbs up for us, and we will see you next week on Twazzy Thrifters. Bye for now.